Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for December 2024. You have this TikTok card and this Truth Be Told card. This Truth Be Told card can represent like the truth coming out, and we do have a bunch of retrogrades, and retrogrades can definitely expose the truth about anything in your life. So if you're waiting for a truth, or you've been expecting a truth, then there could be a truth coming in for you. The Truth Be Told card is also about living your truth, and we have the Ace of Swords, which is also about living your truth. So I think that a lot of you could be coming into alignment with your truth, whatever that means for you. It's like if you have a job that you hate and you don't want to be doing it anymore, then it is not your truth, and you could be like changing jobs. If you are working on something and you really don't want to work on it, same thing. So I think that there is some sort of change going on, and it probably has to do with the truth. And, that's it. The TikTok card, I literally feel just is saying that the time is now. So, I think for a lot of you, you're just kind of like focusing on your truth now because of that TikTok card. You have the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands is about your beliefs. It is a card of conviction. Seven of Wands says when you truly believe deep down inside that something is for you, or that you're meant to do something, then you will do it. But you have to kind of develop that belief system first. And so I think that some of you need to believe that you deserve money, because we go Eight of Pentacles to the Empress. So for those of you looking to improve your finances or hoping to make more money, this would be about, clearing out money blocks, believing, convincing yourself that you deserve money, convincing yourself you deserve to make money, and all that other good stuff. So that's like the first thing that pops into my head. The Seven of Wands can also represent waiting for the perfect moment to do something. He has two different shoes on, or a shoe and a boot on his foot. And the story of the Seven of Wands is that he had to rush out of his house to defend his position at the top of the hill. And he didn't really feel ready because he has two different shoes on. But really, he's as ready as he's going to be. So if there's something that you're like waiting to do, I would just do it. And because you have the Six Wands here as well, which would also say you're going to be victorious in whatever this is. So yeah, there you go. Whatever you're thinking about, just do it. You have the Ace of Swords, another card of a victory, below the Seven of Wands. So, like I said, something that you might not feel ready for, I feel like you are ready for with that TikTok card. I feel like I say this to you, or have been saying this to you the past couple readings, so it might be a repeat message, but, I definitely feel you're ready. The Ace of Swords is also about your truth, and it's about laser-like focus on your truth. And again, if you're doing things that don't really align with you, the Ace of Swords can also represent a sacrifice. And it can just say that you are cutting the things out of your life that are not that you don't believe, or that are not part of your inner truth. And so again, I think you're entering into this time of truth. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, of course, is about abundance and success, or creating more abundance in your life. And so, again, it does seem to be like a little bit of an abundant time right now, but we have to create it. So with the Nine of Pentacles, she has these grapes behind her, and that's what stands out to me for you, is the grapes. And grapes in the tarot represent something that's difficult to grow, but basically what it says is she has a skill that is difficult for most people, but she can do it very well. So you probably have a skill that you could use to increase your finances, but you have to focus on it and use it with the Nine of Pentacles. She's also very careful with her energy. She has 6 pentacles on this side, she has 3 pentacles over here, and she's basically willing to give anything in her life, like 3 pentacles, but not like money. It could be, but the pentacles here could represent her time, her effort, her energy, whatever, her attention, but she always keeps enough for herself. So part of being abundant is keeping enough for yourself so that you can fill your own cups. And I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is kind of saying that maybe you have learned that recently, or over the past few years, that you need to keep enough for yourself. And I would just keep doing it, right? Just give in balance. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands, 2 aces, which is really nice. So the Ace of Wands is like a passionate new beginning, or something happening like, very quickly. It's also out with the old, in with the new. So there's definitely a new beginning coming in for you. The Ace of Wands can be like a flash, something that is, I always say that the Ace of Wands is like a flash in the pan. It's something that can happen very quickly. And we really, I think that with the Ace of Wands, we have to make sure that we keep putting wood on the fire, because the Ace of Wands is only a spark. It is only something that happens, is like very fleeting. Even some readers read the Ace of Wands as representing a fly-by-night relationship, which it definitely can represent that. It can represent a relationship that leaves just as quickly as it rushed in. But, I think the trick with the Ace of Wands is when you have a spark, or there is a spark of like inspiration in your life. In this case, I think it's a spark of inspiration, that you put wood on the fire, meaning you get it going. And I think that some of you are about to be working on something. I don't think this is necessarily about love. You do have a little bit of love at the end, but, I think that this is probably something that you're going to be working on, like a career, business, side hustle, something that you're doing. And I feel like the Ace of Wands is saying you might not feel ready with the Seven of Wands. It kind of makes sense with the Seven of Wands. He doesn't feel ready. The Ace of Wands is something that you have to quickly take advantage of. You have that TikTok card. So, I would be ready this month of December for like an opportunity that you're going to have to take advantage of. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Five of Swords. I feel like some of you are realizing that life doesn't have to be so hard. I really see you walking away from people who make life hard, and I don't really see anything wrong with that either. It's like sometimes I think that those types of people, the type of people that make life hard on purpose, basically they just are hard people. I think that those people can, that can be like a disease, that spreads to you. So I think a lot of you are kind of removing people, places, and things that just make life hard. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Star. The Star is like a wish. I do feel like you're getting something you wish for here, really. Normally, I don't read the Star as a wish, but in this situation, I think it's like you're wishing for something. We even go up. It's like you've been preparing for something here with the Eight of Pentacles, and then we go to the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, he's looking at something better. He's standing where he has always been, at the top of his castle, but he has the whole world in his hands, and he's looking for a bigger and better opportunity. So I think you've been wishing for a better opportunity in some area of your life, and it's like you're getting it. You have this, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this mantis shrimp. It says combat, vision, vibrational sensitivity. You also have this pigeon. It says channeling, home, and gentleness. I don't know. The pigeon is you, Cancer, is what I'm going to say. I feel like you could just be being home and enjoying life here with this energy. I do think your vision is important with the Star and the Nine of Pentacles. The Star is your North Star. It is that guiding light that you follow in life. And the Nine of Pentacles would be kind of focused. She has that falcon on her hand, and so she's training her focus. And I think that your vision, like focusing on exactly what you want, is going to be important. You have the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Six of Wands is success or victory. I kind of feel like you're getting something that people are going to be jealous of. This person right here is meant to look jealous on the Six of Wands. And so you could be, kind of really feeling like you're winning. Even the Five of Swords, you have the Five of Swords in this row as well. And so you have the five of Swords twice. But even the Five of Swords is kind of like a card of winning. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But, I think that you are kind of winning here with the Six of Wands. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is work. So Eight of Pentacles represents material success on the horizon. It says that if you are working on things, or whatever you're working on, you could be getting bigger results in the future, or you could be working towards a result in the future. And that is kind of the energy that I get on the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you've been diligently, putting in the time, the effort, the energy into something like a project or an idea or business. And it's like you've been putting in the work to make things happen with this Eight of Pentacles. You have the Five of Swords. Again, this guy at the front is the winner. And so the Five of Swords, the reason people look at the Five of Swords in a negative light is, number one, it can represent a separation, but it can also represent winning at all cost, which is not necessarily a good thing. If you are, if someone is winning by doing bad things, then, winning at all cost is not really good. But I kind of feel good about this, because I feel like it's more, again, saying that you are walking away from people who make life hard, which is what I was hearing on the Ace of Swords and the Five of Swords. So I think you are winning because you are like walking away from things that people who make things hard, right? With the Six of Wands, you have the High Priestess. You have the High Priestess twice going this way as well. And the High Priestess would represent trusting your intuition or trusting your inner voice. I also am getting something here about like embracing mysteries as well. We have the Seven of Wands, which says you might not feel like you are prepared for a journey or for an opportunity. And again, the High Priestess, she would maybe have to enter into an opportunity without knowing exactly what steps she has to take or like what she has to do. This could be one of those things where maybe you get offered a job and it's like you're not exactly qualified for it, or maybe you're meeting a new person with the Knight of Cups and you're going to have to learn the person. And the High Priestess, I feel, is encouraging you to embrace the mystery, just like embrace the what you have to learn. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. Yeah, if you are attracting love, it's probably someone who's different than your usual type. Every single person since 2021 or 2022, I think. I don't actually remember. But the only love readings I've ever done on this channel were in 2021 or 2022. I can't remember. But every single person in that set of readings had the Two of Cups. And I was talking about how during that time, we had some big shifts, mostly having to do with Scorpio, and some Scorpio cycles that we were experiencing. And I think that since that time, it's like relationships are changing. It might seem like for the worst, but I actually feel things are changing for the better. Usually things have to get worse before they can get better. It's like we have to see the problems to be able to fix them. And I think that's like the time that we've been in with relationships, is that it seems like there's a lot of problems, but it's like we have to see them to fix it in the first place. And so again, I think since that time, we've all learned a lot of lessons, and maybe we've seen stuff as well. Not even a lesson. We've learned from like just seeing other people interact in relationships. And so I think a lot of us are just attracting different people. With the Five of Swords, you have the Six of Pentacles. Nope, not the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles says it's time to make a move. The whole entire reading does. You have that TikTok card, the Seven of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands. These cards are really saying that it's time for you to plant those seeds. It's time to stop overthinking something. I'm pretty sure you had the Knight of Pentacles in the past few readings that I've done for you. And I've pretty much said the same thing, that it's like time to plant seeds in these fields. It's almost like enough. There is a theory that the High Priestess has her back to the world. She is shutting out the world so that she can listen to her inner voice. And we don't actually know if that's true or not, but I'm going to say that it's true in this reading. And so I think you've been in isolation. Like some of you maybe have been single for a while, or, haven't really been in connections. And now it's time to like plant those seeds. But same thing with like work or business. Maybe you have a bunch of ideas that you've been keeping secret with the High Priestess and you've been working on in secret, but maybe now it's time to work on those things on a bigger level so that you can put them out into the world. And I think that's what the Knight of Pentacles is talking about. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this card that says conclusions are within reach. You have this new moon in Gemini. It says communication is key. So yeah, we have to be very clear with our communication at the end of the year with all the retrogrades. So, anyone that you're communicating for any purpose, I would just make sure that you're being very clear. The conclusions are within reach card, I feel, is saying that you are just wrapping things up. We kind of said that with the Five of Swords. So I think you're wrapping up like old ideas, old relationships, and you're just moving on. You have the Two of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Empress. The Two of Wands is about taking the lead and getting out into the world. He really needs to get out into the world to experience something new. The point of the Two of Wands is that he needs to experience variety. He's gotten to a place in his life where everything is the same, and he just doesn't have solutions for, or not even solutions. Like, again, things could be going well in your life, but if you go experience variety, you might discover a way to make things even better. So the Two of Wands says, regardless of what's going on in your life, go experience new things and, see what happens. It will lead to a lot more success. We also see like a good amount of leadership here in the reading. The Two of Wands, Six of Wands, even the Star with the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress. These are all good cards of like standing out or getting attention for the things that you do. So if you like want a raise or promotion at work, taking the lead could be one of those things that helps you get a raise or a promotion or helps you stand out. You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles can represent holding on too tightly to the past. So I don't think you're really like holding on to a person or anything like that, but definitely going this way, that, going here from Knight of Pentacles, Five of Swords up to that Knight of Cups, it could say that you're holding on to like what happened in a past connection. So, if you want a new connection, I would definitely open up to something new. You have the Empress. Yeah, really good. I just feel good about the Empress. I think that you're attracting abundance. I think that you are creating more abundance with all these great cards. Definitely with the Star and the Nine of Pentacles as well. Amazing time for getting attention. I think that Pluto and Aquarius for everyone is an amazing time to get positive attention. So if you're working on a project, starting a business, starting a side hustle, doing anything, doing like extra things to get attention is going to be what makes you more successful with Pluto and Aquarius. I've been saying this for years. I've been begging people to do something to get attention, right? And so I would definitely do that with the Empress. It'll just lead to more abundance. With the Two of Wands, you have the Page of Wands. I think this is like adventure. I kind of feel this is encouraging you to open up to fun, right? The Page of Wands, he kind of just does things because he feels inspired to do them. There really isn't a reason for him to go on a journey other than he feels excited and enthusiastic about a potential new journey. So if you're thinking about going on a journey, could be anything, I would do it. Yes, with the Four of Pentacles, you have the Devil, definitely needing to let go of this. I think again, I want to say that if this is a person, you have let go of them. I feel it. I feel like you have. But maybe you're just holding on to, the fact that they were toxic or the fact that they did this, that, and the other thing. I don't even think this person's going to come back. I think they're showing up here just because you're holding on to the old story. So I would definitely change the story. With the Empress, yes, you have the Lovers. Yes, like, are you kidding? We go Ace of Wands, Two of Cups to the Lovers. Two of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles, by the way, would be a person who really wants to put the work in. And the Lovers with the Empress would be a very abundant connection. So I think that for those of you that want love, this looks good. You have this communication is key. So obviously you're going to have to communicate with this person. Maybe you even need to communicate your concerns with the Devil as well, because that could definitely help. I think for those of you that don't want love, and even if you do, Two Wands and Lovers is kind of like being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. And, I would choose to move past comfort zones, and that will lead to success. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Cosmic Justice card and this Pregnancy and Birth card. There have been a lot of pregnancy and birth cards at the end of the year here. I think people are just pregnant with ideas, pregnant with thoughts. I mean, Pluto and Aquarius is very mental in some ways, and it can bring about innovative, unique, different thoughts on how to live your life. And so you could just be pregnant with ideas or whatever, and it probably will lead to a bunch of abundance. You have the Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the High Priestess. Again, if you are attracting love, this could be cosmic justice. This could be a person that's like, it's almost like you're getting paid back for your karma. And I feel there could be a knight in shining armor coming in for some of you. The Knight of Cups can also be your dream. He is dreamy. He is dreaming of his future on this card, and he needs to plant seeds in front of this water and they will grow. So if you have a dream, I think it would be a great time to get to work on that dream. You have the Ten of Cups, which is fortune after difficulty. Ten of Cups can also represent blessings or focusing on happiness. I think a lot of your readings, I'm pretty sure it's you, that like your past few readings have really been talking about an increase in happiness or doing things to increase your happiness. So there could be a lot of joy coming in for you. If you want to have a family, with that pregnancy and birth card, the Ten of Cups could definitely be, you creating a family or starting a family. So that looks good as well. You have the High Priestess again. Again, I would trust your intuition. I do think your intuition is kind of like on fire at the end of the year here. I would say like until, really it's not that it's going to go anywhere, right? Because you're a Cancer. But I think like between now and maybe like April or May, that it's really going to be like really tapped in. So, I would make sure to really trust your intuition right now. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Chariot. Chariot is a victory. Chariot is your card. It is putting, whenever you show up as yourself, especially the Major Arcana version of yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength and allows you to get what you want. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords can be a child. Page of Swords is my card of the child. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, then I would be careful. Obviously, if you're too old to get pregnant or you can't get pregnant, this message isn't for you. But if you can, there you go. For others, I think this is saying be more childlike. We have a lot of stuff actually in this reading that would represent being in a very playful space. And I think that the energy is very serious, and when the energy is very serious, I think the universe is like, okay, now you need to be more playful to get the energy to go the other direction. With the High Priestess, you have the Justice card and the Hangman. And like I said, I kind of feel like some of you, I said this earlier, that you have been waiting for justice, or you have been waiting for karmic justice. And with that, Hangman would be waiting, but it's coming up in the good stuff. So I think you are finally, kind of like getting the justice that you deserve, which is great. You have this Stork card. It says news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Again, I would be careful, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, ask your mom when you get older. But, I would be careful of pregnancy here for sure. But again, it also says business. So there could be a great, any new opportunity. You have this Pale. It says time to get out of a situation. Five of Swords, Devil. These are people who make life hard. I don't think life has to be hard. So I would be careful of anyone in your life that is always making things hard. You have this dog barking. It says advice from a friend. I'm going to pull this other card as well. I'm going to pull you an extra card. You have this dog far away. It says a distant friend is thinking of you. I kind of feel like this is the same person. So if you have a friend that doesn't live near you that gives good advice, I think it would be a great time to, maybe contact that friend or communicate. You have this Dark Man. It says dealings or relationships with a man with dark complexion or hair. You have this Diamond. It says you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. This could be the gift of a person. It doesn't have to be a man. It could be whatever gender. I'm reading for, a billion of you. But, again, definitely could be a new person. And finally, you have this Coins card. It says money will be coming to you. Yes, definitely a very good money reading for those of you that want more abundance. But this looks really good, Cancer. Love it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.